Oh, yep. I think Craig was enjoying that advertisement, whatever was coming on there. Having a little dance along. Do, 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 do. Don't put that there. Don't put it in the craft zone, Craigie.
This is working.
Happy Friday, everybody. How you doing? We've got Deborah here. Hello from California. Hello. And we've also got Amanda. Hello, my lovely. How are you doing? And a couple of others, but Craig has moved my chat. Oh, Gray's here. Hey, Gray. Happy Friday to you. Guys, guess what? You won't believe it. You won't believe it at all, but it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Normally in our house, Christmas starts on the 1st of December, and we are not allowed to sing Christmas carols or Christmas songs or put up a tree or anything like that until the 1st of December. But tonight Piper's school had their Christmas fair. Woohoo! So, move, Craig, I want to show them my jumper. So, I've got my Christmas jumper on. Bottom one there, bottom. Christmas jumper, woohoo! Also, Piper did some beautiful face painting on me. We've got a candy cane here, and a little Santa's hat here. I'm going back to front in the camera. My little Santa's hat and a candy cane, and my little penguin down here. So Craig decided that he would allow us to start Christmas about 6 hours earlier. Isn't that right, Craig? So it's Christmas! Happy Christmas, everybody! Woo! And funny enough, I don't think I'm going to be making any Christmas cards tonight. I am also going to be taking this off because I am sweaty Betty. Flip my camera around, boy. And I'm just going to remove my microphone for a second while I... Hold that for me, Craigie, please.
That's an easy.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna mute you guys while I take off my jumper because I'm too hot. I am back. All right. Bring up the comments there, Craigie, so that I can take a little look at what's going on. Donna says, love the jumper. It's really warm, and in school it was pretty sweltering. Piper was saying, I'm so sweaty, I stink. So we had to give her a quick shower before we came home. When we came home.
Can I interest you in a cup of tea?
I would love a cup of tea, Craig.
And a glass of water?
Yes, and a glass of water. And maybe one of those cupcakes that I made yesterday.
You're going to eat a cupcake live on stream?
Yes, I am going to eat a cupcake live on stream. Is it rude? I don't think they'll mind. Just mute everyone. So, in the US, jumper means something different. Of course, I don't know what a jumper, what's a jumper in the US? Of course, it's a Christmas sweater, right? But what's a jumper? I don't know.
Jump cables.
Jump cables? Jumper, like jumper, I don't know. Sprinter? I don't know. Somebody else wants a cup of tea. If you could just sort them out, Craigie, that'd be great. Donna like a cup of tea too.
Milk, sugar. Moon 2.
Give Ashley one too. She wants 2 sugar.
This one as well. I'll just make a big pot.
Just a big flask of Heffy tea. Yeah.
Cool.
Right, guys, I've got some projects to be making tonight, so I am hoping. See, Sandra won't mind. More like overalls. Oh, like, don't you guys call them like
a jumpsuit?
work? No, work something.
Well, You're wrong. It's a jumper.
He's in a good mood. All right, guys. So I've got a couple of things I need to make for an upcoming magazine article. So I'm hopefully going to be making them tonight with your help, hopefully. And first of all, I am grabbing the old, pardon me, I just knocked something over and caused a big noise. Sorry, guys. Okay, so first of all, with the stitched rectangle dies. So the fun thing about these is that we have two sizes in the Heffy Doodle store. We have got imperial stitch rectangles, which are these little guys. And then we also have the metric stitch rectangles. And I think these are actually the wrong way around. Here we go. So we have imperial stitch rectangles and we have metric stitch rectangles. Do you know what the difference is? I mean, the clue is pretty much in the name there. So, yeah. And I want to make some cards with these. Now, the other thing I have to do is make a card with, the brief is make a card, a Valentine's card that you could give to your son or daughter. So that's the other thing. So that's a separate brief. So anyway, Ashley says, you said I was only allowed one sugar. I gave you two earlier. Ashley was helping at the school fair tonight. It was really good. Yay, we had lots of fun. And I think this time we got more teachers involved too, which is fabulous. Good to see. All right, so Amanda says inches versus centimeters. Bravo. Absolutely. So in the US, the standard size for what is the word? Like for writing letters and things, like the standard paper size is 8.5 by 11, which looks like this. Oops, can't see all of it. This is 8.5 by 11. And if you cut that into a quarter, that's going to be your standard size for card making. And it is 5.5 inches by 4.25 this way. In the UK, however, the standard size is A4. And if I do that, you might just be able to see that it is not as wide. And then it is a bit longer here. And if you divide this into quarter, then you have A6 size. And that is what the standard note card or greeting card will be in the UK. Now, very often a lot of the US manufacturers make things to fit this dimension and not this dimension. And what that means is for us UK people, if we want to, we cannot get 4 of these sizes out of an A4. We can get 2. So it makes card making more costly, I guess, is the word. But now Heffy Doodle have brought out these little guys, which is the right dimensions for the UK. And I say the UK, but it's also for other areas in the world as well. I know I've had customers in Switzerland and in Italy and in Australia. Somebody said to me the US are the only ones that use imperial, but I am not sure if that's true. So there you go. Right, so I'm going to start with making a card with that A6 size, the UK size. And in fact, a lot of craft shops over here will have little card blanks like this that has the crease already folded in them. And this is a really cost-effective way to make cards. but of course it's not the right dimension if you use the American size, so this will do. I seem to have mislaid my largest size here, but that's okay. I'll work on this one here. And I'm going to use some Distress Oxides. I treated myself to some Distress Oxides last week, so I think I might use some of these, yay! Gray says, what kind of tea? I'm afraid it's very boring. It's English breakfast tea, and I'll probably need decaf tonight as well. But yeah, I do have cinnamon tea, and I've got loads of different fruity ones that I kind of like, but no, I think what will hit the spot right now is a good old English breakfast tea. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to use some of these new guys. And I think I'm going to do Blueprint Sketch and Mermaid Lagoon, and then maybe what we can do is use some of the Oceans of Love stamps with that. Sort of give a, or maybe even the Celebrate, because I haven't used that little guy in a while. Maybe the Celebrate would work well, now that he is available to buy. Gabby says, I bought, what's this on Blueprint Sketch? I bought the circled eyes about 2 weeks ago. Hopefully we'll get them soon. Did you buy them from me, or did you buy them from somewhere else? You should have got them by now if you bought them from me. Although I will say that our Black Friday sale was nuts. Ooh, did you buy any goodies from our Black Friday sale? It was crazy. In a good way, of course. Cray. We had so many orders. I don't think I have ever packed so many orders in like 1 week, because when we do a new release, I always do pre-order. So I start sales on like a Monday, and then for the next Monday we gather up orders, and then for like Saturday and Sunday I package everything, and I have more time to get through them. But for the Black Friday over the weekend, it was just like, oh my gosh, every time I went to print the orders, there'd be more that would come through. Thank you so much for everybody who placed an order and supported us. It's fabulous. All right, so this is Blueprint Sketch, and it is just the most gorgeous color of blue. It's almost got a purpley tint to it. Oh, hello. Alexandra's here. Hi, long time no see. I missed your videos. Yay! Good to see you, Alexandra. Nice. I also wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who watched last week whenever Ruth was here for our special guest edition of Come Craft With Me. I think she had a fabulous time, and she did a wonderful job of making her card. And I think she left with with a long list of things that she felt like she needed to buy. Gabby says, yes, I bought them from you, Black Friday sale. Oh, woo, yes. So hopefully, yes, they should be with you very soon then, if they're not there already. I guess it depends whereabouts you are in the world. It did take me a bit longer this time to get stuff out, just to get through all the orders. But it's always lovely whenever I start seeing people like tag us on Instagram and things that their order has arrived. Yay! All right, so we've got a little bit of Mermaid Lagoon, which is a bit more, I would say a true blue, like a Prussian blue maybe, or a cerulean blue. I'm trying to figure out whether I'll add a little bit of a lighter blue down at the bottom. I think I will. I think I'll add maybe a bit of tumbled glass or something. Just to really blend that out. Kenrick's here. Hey Kenrick! We received the package. Yay! Yeah, everyone's getting the orders through. Woohoo! There's gonna be so much Heffy doodle crafting happening all over the world. I know, Kenrick, you're in the Netherlands, aren't you? Where is my... Tumble glass, there you are. So another thing that I bought last week is, actually I bought a few things, to be honest. I bought some more, I think I told you, some more alcohol markers, the Nuvo ones. They've not arrived yet. I also bought some Copic refills. They did arrive, yay! But I have not yet had a chance to refill my Copics. But the other thing I bought a little while ago, and it was bought from eBay, and it was one of those, oh, I forgot that I bought this kind of things, is an acrylic storage unit for my Copics, and I'll show you that in just a minute so that you can take a little look. This is looking beautiful. If I'll do that for myself. What do you reckon, guys? It's so pretty. I think what we'll do with this is use the stencil to like pick up some of the colour. That's always fun, isn't it? Gabby says they were good prices. I'm in the USA, that's why I think I haven't received them yet, but very excited. Yeah, it usually takes about a week, and also of course with Black Friday there wouldn't have been any mail for a few days, I'm guessing. I ordered something from America and I was like, why have I not received a shipping notification? Do you know what the holdup is? And then they messaged to say, oh yeah, Thanksgiving. I was like, oh yeah, I'm such an idiot. Of course that's a holdup. All right, so I'm going to use one of the Heffy Doodle stencils. This is called the Bubble Wave stencil. And I'm going to spritz this. I'm going to spritz this with a little Perfect Pearls in a mist bottle. Craig, stop it. Can you guys see what Craig mentioned there? Hey Lesley, what'd you have for breakfast? Oh, he totally said this morning that he was going to rat me out on my stream tonight. Yeah, so as I mentioned at the start of this stream, it was Piper's School's Christmas fair tonight. And tomorrow we've got a cake sale at a local community centre. So I have been baking this week for Piper's School. There we go, much better. And one of the things I decided to make that I'd never ever made before, and my friend Elizabeth used to make it before she like went and left me to go and move to Wales, rude. And I decided that I miss Elizabeth and I'm going to make a ginger cake, and no, I'm not going to sell it for the school. I'm just going to eat it myself. So yes, Craig, this morning I came home from the school run and oh, thank you. And I sat down and I talked to Craig. He was telling me about something about work. Yep. And then, well, I was like, oh, I really need some food. I am totally going to have a big piece of ginger cake. Gingerbread. I have to call it gingerbread because if I call it ginger cake, Craig tells me it was cake, but I will maintain it as ginger. It's a gingerbread. The thing is, it was so delicious and it smelled so good. And it said that it tastes best if you leave it for 24 hours wrapped in foil. So if you do that, it becomes nice and sticky. So I had to leave it for 24 hours this morning. I just could not wait. So yeah, I had cake for breakfast. I'm not even sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so I have spritzed this with my Perfect Pearls mixture. And then laid down my inky panel on top. Look how dirty my craft mat is. That's really gross. Now I've got nice sparkles all over my mat. All right, so I'm not sure if you can even see that properly. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Here comes Craig with my tea. So it has this like ghosted effect on the background, and it's hard to see at the moment, but it does have a lovely pearlescent sheen to it. Lovely jubbly. Hey, Tattletale.
No, she didn't tell them the big layer of butter that was on it as well.
Oh, there was a big layer of butter. That's how you have ginger
Okay.
bread.
Bread.
Bread. Oh, I have no idea. It's falling down. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Thank you for my tea. Yeah. I would like the white icing one. Thanks very much. I actually really want some gingerbread now. Never mind. All right, what do you think? Oh, so Alexander says, I've been searching for a good pencil or organization traveling case. My mum's getting an operation and will be staying in Cleveland for 2 long months. Oh, that's long. Let me show you my my new Copic ones. So beforehand I had an acrylic block, and this one is pretty much an acrylic block, but can you see there's 4 different it's like divided into 4 different bits, slightly smaller to my old one. Wowie, this one will do.
You're offering them to everyone.
Everyone who wants a cupcake.
Push on the screen where you
tap
one you want.
Tap the screen which one you want, and then by the power of magic, nothing will happen.
Well, one of them went.
No, yeah, something happened. Awesome. Thank you so much. So I bought 2 of them, and what I am liking is that I can put them on their sides. And although I could have done that with my other one, what would happen is the ones at the top would kind of fall out. But because these are divided, it works a bit better. And I'm going to come up with some sort of ingenious way to kind of raise it up an inch. And by ingenious way, I think I'm just going to put an eraser on the bottom. So, and then it means I can keep them on their side, which, according to certain sources, is actually better for your Copic markers. Plus, this way, I think they look so pretty in their little color families, and it might be easier for me to find the colors. It does mean that I have 2 tubs to move around now instead of just 1. But we shall see if that works out or not. Oh my goodness me, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm obviously ready for my bed and not ready for crafting tonight. I have to bring Craig out to just tidy up my mess. Okay, cupcake here. Okay, so we have got our little background, and we've got our thing here like this, and this is going to go on here like that. Hey Craig, you want? Hey Craig, yeah. Somebody made a mess.
Look what you've done with the place.
Yeah. Oops. Thank you, Craigie. Just upset that I'm going to have broken on my legs. Ooh, so sad. All right, I'm going to go for some, oh no, sheller bait I said I was going to do. Let's do that. Okay, this is what happened. This has got suckers on it and it's stuck to my lid, so it goes in there. Thank you very much. It's okay, the microphone's over here, not over there.
Magnets.
Magnets everywhere. Okay, let's stamp this little guy. Can I have my magnet back, please?
Yes.
Thanks very much. It's been a long day. As she says, it's bedtime. Remember Piper said I'm only allowed to craft for 2 hours? She did. She did say I was only allowed to craft for 2 hours.
In a 3-hour period.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to stamp the word turtley as well. Don't really know what I'm going to do with it as yet, but we'll figure that out. Hope your day is turtley awesome. I'll just stamp these all and then they're done. And I can cut them out, stick them on, whatever I want. Oh no, don't say that.
There it is.
For you, it's brown, it blended into
the floor. This is all I think.
Yeah, it sometimes does that. I don't really know what was going on there.
I even did it in perfect rainbow order.
Perfect Craig rainbow order.
Huh?
Huh? Never mind. I don't think you can use the excuse of colourblind for that one, Craigie. Oh, there. Never mind. You put it up there. Thank you. Yes, thanks. Also, if you go inside, I spilled some laundry all over the floor. If you want to just maybe take care of that as well, that would be great. A funny feeling that this might have moved. The excitement. Oh, rubbish. Today is just going to be one of those days. I think maybe the 2 hours will be enough.
That battery's while we're here.
What battery?
These ones.
The microphone battery.
100%, so I'll just change them now too.
Okay, guys, I'm going to put you on mute. I'm back. Do you need the other batteries too, Craig?
No, I think they were fully charged.
All right. Here we go. Now we're cooking on gas.
If you need them, these ones are charged.
The ones on the left are charged. Okay.
Right.
Thanks. Thank you. All right, so I have my little turtley boo and some sentiments here as well. So I'm actually thinking that I might cut some more. This is the metric one. So I might cut a little panel in the middle to make it into a frame, which will kind of showcase the fact that they nest into one another super nicely. So I shall hold it in place with some Heffy memo tape. Heffy below tack memo tape. Guys, what have you been up to this week? That's what I want to know. Have you achieved anything that you were wanting to achieve? Have you not achieved things that you were wanting to achieve? That's the one that I've experienced this week. Find out any exciting news. I've pretty much been ill. Tea break. I remember last week you saying that you could hear me do a big gulp, so now I'm very conscious of it. Okay. Now I will at some point fill up my Copics so they are kind of operational again, because they are a little on the dry side. But I'm not going to worry about that just now for the moment. And I'm going to work with some of the colors that I have here for now. I want green, but I want some areas to have a bit more of a browny color to it, so I use some of that olive tone YG95 first of all. I'll also add some putty YG91. Oops. Hello everybody, here's Marjolein. We're so happy with the new stamps, yay! Remind me what you bought, Kenrick and Marjolein. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to bring in a bit more teal to this guy. And actually, where's my, this guy? I've ordered some more greens from Tonic, which I'm excited about. This is darker than I hoped. Gonna have to do. Maybe make his shell a bit browner. We'll give him some spots, make him feel a bit different. Party Palooza. Yeah, I was going to suggest Party Palooza and the warm hugs. Oh yeah. Very good. That'll keep you busy. Yeah, so at the weekend, Ruth was here. What did we do? I'm going to die cut this and then eat my cupcake. We went out on Saturday night. We had a lovely dinner at an Indian restaurant. And then we went to our friend Mark and Helen's house for board games. Yay! And I made Ruth stay up super late to play board games with them. It was awesome. And then on Sunday, per Ruth, she is an early bird. She's a farmer's daughter, so she gets up at stupid o'clock in the morning. I don't do that. And she woke up early in the morning, and I had left out a whole load of stamps. So by the time I woke up, she had packaged like a bundle of stamps. I was like, yeah, free labor. Amazing. I was happy. Thanks, Ruth. And then on Sunday, we arranged to meet up with 2 other girls from our school group, Alwyn and Amy, and they are twins. They're like those twins that are the most different, that like you wouldn't even think they were sisters, but they're actually twins. And so we met up with them at a farm, which was awesome, but it was such a terrible day. And then by the time I left Ruth off at, weather-wise, it was a terrible day. It was a lovely day to hang out with those guys. By the time I dropped Ruth off at the airport, I was done. I was so done. I was not well, to be honest. And I came home. I think I just crawled into bed, actually. I don't even remember. And then on Sunday night, I was coughing in the middle of the night, sneezing. On Monday, I don't remember Monday either. I think I just slept through most of Monday. But my body obviously needed that. And Tuesday then I tried to do a little bit of work, but my head was a bit fuzzy. And I was supposed to go to a PTA meeting on Tuesday night, but I said, guys, if I want to be well for the fair on Friday and the cake sale on Saturday, I can't come tonight. I need to take a little time to recharge the batteries. And I think that was definitely the right choice to do that. Okay, so I'm going to have this in here, something like that. This is going to be raised up for funness. And then hope your day is, where did my turtley go? Totally awesome. I'm going to fussy cut this little guy because why not? I'll add a little bit of a border. And in fact, while I'm doing this, I'm going to put you guys on mute. I'll take a bite of my cake because it's staring at me. Hold on. Oh yeah, that was good. Yum, yum, yum. Here we go. So I'll leave a little bit of a border around this. So the real question is, do we make it into a shaker? Cast your votes, please. Awesome. Some might even say, totally awesome. Woohoo. So many people in my office have asked for totally awesome Christmas cards. Yay! That makes me totally happy. Cute. Shaker, says Gray. Shaker, shaker, shaker. Shake it, baby. Woo! Also during the Black Friday sale, we had a lot of sales of some of our crafty essentials. We actually got wiped out of our memo tape for a bit. Got some more in now, which is good. And I just had an order through of some more elements, like adhesive stuff, and I have added them to the store as products but not yet made them live yet. I'm just waiting to double check it. But we have some new things on there that might interest you. I've actually added some of the foam squares. So the little 5mm squares, some are 2 millimeters deep, which is sort of the standard depth, I think, really. And then some which are 1 millimeter deep. And those are the ones that I use when I'm making my Chibitronics cards, by the way. Ooh, Alexandra says no shaker for variety's sake. Oh, controversial. I don't really mind either way. But either way, it's having, it's going to have acetate because I've already cut it out. Hello, happy Friday, my Thursday. What does that mean? Why is it? Oh no, you're working tomorrow. That's what that means. Boo. Hi, Ian. Ian, are you going to Creativation? Okay, I'm going to mute you while I take a bite of my cake. There we go. Just thought I would take advantage of the camera to wipe the little Santa hat off my head that Piper adorned me with earlier. All right, so the other thing that is coming in the shop this week are these little guys. 1 second. Okay, so these are foam strips. I have not tried them yet, in fact. These are the ones that I wanted to try out myself. So these guys, I'm gonna try them on this card. Why not, hey? So there's a selection of this foam and it's cut into strips. And these ones are 5mm wide. And then there are also, so half of this is 5mm wide. Oh, I've done this again, sorry. And the other half are 3mm wide. So that's really thin, guys, super thin, in fact. But I like that they are so easy to use, and the fact that it's pre-cut. makes it super simple. It's a cake that lost the staring contest. Absolutely. Is that a cupcake? Mm-hmm. I made them. Mm-hmm. Num nums. I also, so far today, have dropped a tin of pencils on the ground and dropped a metallic light up thing that probably doesn't light up anymore on the ground. It's been a long week in. I've been ill and yeah, it's been a bit crazy. Right, I'm going to make this simple because I need to bosh through these guys for the magazine, and also I think for when it comes to magazines, very often it's better to be simple rather than overly complicated. I hope your day is totally awesome. I'll add a few to the turtley as well. Oh yes, I am enjoying these strips. Do you know what we might do? Is we might just put some beads in here. Little beads, I think, would do the trick. In fact, Ruth and I bought some beads at the weekend. I might just go ahead and use these. So these are like micro beads. Can you even see? They're so teeny. Teeny tiny little beads. Also a selection of like shaker elements, little stars, super cute. Really nice. I think that would go well. Let's add some of these. If I can get the stopper out. They come in the most adorable little tube as well. I'll add some silver beads. Oh, hello. Marjoline, who is under the guise of Kenrick at the moment, she must be using Kenrick's iPad, are working Sunday, so always a short weekend for me, and now we need to do stinker class shopping. Oh, Sinterklaas shopping, I see. 5th of December is present-sevening in the Netherlands. Does that mean the 5th of December is when you give presents? Because girl, that is so close. Battery. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want any snowflakes in here. What are you playing at? Here we go. Some white beads, and I have a few blue seed beady things as well. Tomorrow is Christmas trees going up for us. Need to pull that one out of the old attic. That's going to be fun. I actually enjoy putting up the Christmas tree. Get some Christmas music on the go. Woohoo! Sinterklaas gives the present. Yes, it's an exciting time for the children in the Netherlands now. Yay! So does that mean you guys are off work? Like it's official? Hi Les, why don't we have your cheery face in the corner now? I actually don't know. Maybe there's a button I need to do. Hi! There we go. Let me wipe the rest of my head though, first of all. I've still got Piper's candy cane on the side of my face. Is that better? Yeah. I'm a bit disheveled because I've been so ill, and then it's been a long week. But they always seem long these days, and I am so not ready for it to be December. So every year, I don't know whether I've mentioned this before, but I don't make handmade Christmas cards. What I do, there we go, is I create on the computer. I create a newsletter, and in the newsletter it talks about everything that we have done throughout the year. There's photos, blah 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 blah. I started doing this when one year, rogue little seed bead. One year when I had my surgery on my back, because I was in bed and I was bored stiff. So I got my computer and I got Photoshop, and I was like, oh, I'll just do this. And I was super organized because I had my operation at the start of December, so I actually was laid up before that. And so I started doing it in good time. So I had my little newsletter, and then I sent it out with store-bought cards, and everybody loved them. So I've been doing that ever since. And last year I even felt like I was behind, but this year I'm really behind. I haven't done it, and the whole thought of like the fact that I haven't done it is really quite stressing me out. And when we met up with some of our friends at the weekend, they said, well, we'll look forward to getting your newsletter. I was like, oh, don't talk to me about it. I'm so stressed about it. But it should be fun. It is fun. I just have a release to plan, first of all. Speaking of which, because I have to do it for Creativation, and Ian says, I wish I was going to CHA, which is the old term for Creativation. I still call it CHA. And Ian says, would you like to be my sponsor for CHA? Well, CHA, I'm having a booth, and you will be shocked at how much money that costs. Ta-da! But however, I did do a bit of a, hey, anybody want to get in and work for free, but get in? So there's we've got a couple of people who are coming to work on the Heffy Doodle booth, and we get them in because you can only get in if you're like affiliated with the industry. We get them in. Oh, I forgot to do his. I'm going to do his hat. But then the quid pro quo is that you have to work on my booth. Not the whole time, but that's good fun. All right, let's add some colours. To make it a cute little hat. Oh, that is super dry, that one. Fabulous, darling. And I'm just going to fussy cut these ones because it's literally 3 snips. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Fun! I would not be shocked. It's so freaking expensive. Yes. Absolutely is. All right, I'm going to stick this little guy down with some glue dots. And it's another thing I bought for the store is larger glue dots. Coming soon to a Heffy little store near you, and by near you I mean on the internet. Kenrick says, I'd love to come and work at your booth, Lesley, maybe sometime in the future. And into, yay, yes. That would be so fun. All right. He will be right here, kind of off to the side. With a little hat on. Oh, his hat just kind of looks like it's floating in midair there. There we go. One card done. Now, I'm going to treat myself with another bite of my cupcake. Marjorie says, we would of course come together, take one, get the two of us, buy one, get one free. Love it. Right, okay, so any other ideas of ways that we can make or use the, use our rectangle dies? We've got metric and we have imperial. Move you over to the side, Mr. Manny. So one thing that I like to do is use a smaller size and then use it this way on a card. I always think that that is fun. So let me grab a card size. In fact, I'm going to use one of these ones, this card size. Why don't I actually cut it out of some A4 card, like colored card maybe. That might work. What card is here? Ironically, a lot of my card is the smaller size. All right, so we want this to be a 5 size. Not A5 size. Oh yes. Do I want A5? No, A6. Two for one deal. Buy one, get one free. I actually have forgotten what a UK card size is nowadays. I'm so used to doing it in the American sizes. There we go. So we've got this lovely raspberry pink colour, and I think what we'll do is we'll cut out 2 panels, top and bottom. We'll do a centimetre in the middle, because why not? And I'll just try and get an even border around the 3 edges here. A concentration face. I know it's an A4, but I don't know what size it is. I know it's 21 wide, 21 centimeters wide. But it's not 30 centimeters long. I think it's like 32 or something. I don't know. Who knows? All right. So one there and then one at the bottom. Try to line it up. There we go. Oh, 29.7 by 21. Bingo. You win a prize. The prize is you get to watch Lesley get crafty. Guys, what are we going to make on this card? Hey, Agnes from Vermont. Very nice. All right. So this time, oh, I need my card again. Use one of these little guys. And this is going to go on the front here, like these. We're going to put our sentiment right in the middle here. But what are we going to put in here and here? Should we add a little bit of ink blending? I love VT. Is that Vermont? Is that slang for Vermont? Happy that is a good place. Yay! Should we do some ink blending in there? Maybe some yellow? Do you think maybe we need some little happy critters in there? What do you think? What do you think, you guys? Ian says, never understood why America has to be different from the rest of the world. We drive on the other side of the road as opposed to most, and we use such different measurements. Shake it, shake it. Elena wants to shake it. Shake it, baby, baby. Night, Ashley. Good luck tomorrow with the cake sale. I hope I don't get like blown away. I'm in the great state of Texas. Oh yeah. Not me, Ian is. Deborah says she is in California. All right, guys, what do you think? What do we need on here? I think I want to go yellow. Do I want to go yellow? Or maybe a light pink. A light pink might be nice. Kind of make it Tony. Thinking. Let's do pink. Let's do light pink. Let's do a little bit of what do you call it? A little bit of spun sugar. And we can deepen that up with a little bit of picked raspberry. Look, this is obviously one that has been piperified. These are all looking a little bit grubby at the moment. Yellow is done out nicely while pink would complement the red. It is actually, it's more of a pink color than a red. It's like a raspberry color, I guess you might say. I'll just add a little bit of this. Maybe we should add some bunnies, something a bit more feminine or something, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to take my last bit of cake before my tea gets too cold. All right. Cake was delicious, by the way. Ain't y'all jelly? And tea is getting cold, so no more tea. Right, so I've added a little bit of pink on here. Looking good. I think I need a bit more at the bottom here. To darken that up a little bit more. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to splatter it with some ink as well. Taking off my shoes. I am definitely going to use some picked raspberry as well. So I have some darker tones of pink on there. Although actually, you know what? I think what I might do is use some Party Dress by Catherine Pooler, because it just seems like a more true color to this ink. I mean, this cardstock. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Let me grab a paintbrush. Add some of that light splatter to the white areas. Like this. Oh, it's super intense. I kind of like it though. Ian, is it cold in Texas? No, Dana, it was in the 70s today. It is cold here. Actually, it's not so much cold as wet, like super miserable. There's been a couple of times this week where I have been in the craft room working and the rain is coming down so heavy that I think I'm going to need a boat to get back into the house. This Party Dress ink is a dye-based ink, so should have probably been a bit more careful with that. I think I might actually come in as well with some yellow. For a bit of variation. Oh, just wanted to let you know, tomorrow also I'm sharing my Chibitronics card. My waffle flower one. So if you watched the stream, not last week but the week before, it is the card that I made for that on that stream. But I wanted to mention it because the Chibitronics team have all made beautiful projects, and you guys are going to want to go and check out everything that they have made. I think you're gonna love it. I love all of them. Okay, I'm gonna go for a bit of mustard seed because it's new and I haven't used it yet. And Ian says we might have severe weather tonight. High wind, hair, tornadoes. Oh, tornadoes! I've never experienced a tornado before. Oh, where am I from, Lesley? I'm originally from Ireland, Northern Ireland, but I live in England now. I live in England with my husband and daughter. And he's Scottish, and she is very English because obviously she has grown up in England. Okay, so we're going for some splatters of the yellow. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Sorry, I'm a bit loopy tonight because I'm so tired after all the shenanigans at the school fair. He meant hail. Yeah, you know what? On a normal day, I probably would have figured that out. Really, if I ever get a bigger, better craft room, which is probably not very likely because I think I'm lucky that I've got the one that I've got. But girl can dream, huh? And I'm going to put a faucet. I'm going to put a faucet in the corner. That was terrible, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm going to put a tap in the corner so that I can actually have clean water in all my jars, because as you guys know only too well, I'm not very good at cleaning them. Riri's here too. Hey, Riri. All right, so this is what we got going on. Ooh, why don't we cut a word in the for the middle to go here? Maybe hey. We could do hay. We could cut it with yellow. We could even cut it with yellow foam, which I actually quite enjoy the foam. I think it's fun. Let's do that. Hey. Don't think that's going to fit there. Oh, will it though? Will it though? I think that might. We'll have to make sure it does not move. Let's give it a go. I really need to get new plates. Covered in scratch marks at the moment. Rihanna says, I've got you on the big screen TV today, Lesley, and Casper's watching you and falling asleep listening to your relaxing voice while I'm wondering what you were creating today. Oh, little Casper, he's so cute. Little bun. Today I am creating some cards for an upcoming magazine article, and the magazine article is doing a feature piece on the Heffy Doodle stitched rectangle dies. So we have metric stitched rectangles and imperial stitched rectangles, which cater for both the US card sizes and the other card sizes, because I discovered that not only is it in the UK that we use A4, but also in most of the places in Europe, I think. And I think you guys in Oz also. Yeah, you can keep me right there if that's not even true. But yeah, I've been really surprised that there's been loads of sales all over the globe, in India and all sorts. People buying some of the metric ones. So actually, it's funny that you joined, Rihanna, because we were maybe thinking about putting some bunnies on this one. Buns. Casper's ears just perked up hearing you say his name. Oh, hey Casper. Good little bunny. Little bun. All right. Yeah, we could put put some veggies on it, or we've got our, we could do some dinos, or the mice. Oh, let's do mice. Yeah, let's do some mice. It's been a long time since I've used my mice, and I love them. So I have to have a wheel. You would love my craft space then, Les. I have an annex complete with bathroom and kitchenette. Oh, that's what I would love. We were talking about maybe we should move to Scotland and find Ian a Scottish husband. And yeah, we were talking about like maybe we should move to Scotland. It was just a whim. It wasn't really going to happen. But I started looking up prices of houses and things. I was like, oh, houses are so cheap in Scotland compared to England. We could just get one with an annex. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would actually love that. And when our friend Elizabeth was moving to Wales, she showed me a house that they were contemplating buying. And it had, like at the bottom of the garden, it had like another house, like a 2-story building. And I was drooling over this house. I was like, this is my craft room. This is what I want for my craft room. And yeah, it had a sink and a toilet and everything in it. It's like a little granny flat type of thing. I would really like that. Deborah Duval says, Ian, have you been watching Outlander? I've been binge watching and I'm almost caught up. So I haven't actually seen any Outlander yet. I haven't started that. I do want to try it. I just haven't gotten around to committing to that yet. But I want to try that. I've also never seen any of the Outlander movies. Oh no, that's Highlander. That's something completely different. Is it different? I don't know. I know nothing, Jon Snow. Deborah said, Ian, you'll love Jamie. Is that someone in Outlander? Oh, that's him. I don't need a double of him. Let's get this one. Oops. Beautiful. Ray says, hoping to get your parcel soon. Follow my Black Friday goodies before I have to go to hospital for surgery. Oh no! Surgery? That's no good. When are you going in for surgery, wee wee? Let's color these guys in. Elena will appreciate this card. But only if I give them big long tails like a rat. At the farm that we went to on Sunday, where Ruth and I met up with some of the rest of our school friends. They had the animal handling, and I was like, guys, we need to go to the animal handling. I was pretty crazy about it. I was like, we need to do this. I do not care what we do. I will suffer all of the rain and the nastiness, but we are going to that animal handling. And yay! Yeah, we went, although I was like, meh. So they had a guinea pig, and guinea pigs are cute. One of them, they were like running around in this like pen thing, so like a raised platform, so you weren't able to take them out. So you're allowed to touch them and stroke them, and I was like, all right. And then there was a bunny, a lion head bunny, which once again, cute, but you couldn't take him out. And then they had a mouse, and I was like, give me the mouse, I want the mouse. And but they were holding the mouse, and you were allowed to like stroke it like this. You weren't allowed to hold it. And I was like, oh, this is not animal handling. This is animal prodding, and like, and I get it. There's like kids there, and you have to not stress out the little critters. Absolutely. But I wanted to hold it. One room for me and one room for the kids. Yeah. And one of the mice was a Dumbo, and he had ears out like this. His name was Stevie, and he was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. He could not have been cuter, I promise you. Free blind mice, but they're not blind. They're just not liking properly. Did you say you're using bunnies, or have you already used them? I was going to use bunnies on this. I might use bunnies on another card, seeing as you're here. Well, darn, you will find someone, I'm sure. Oh, this is for Ain. Yeah. Ain says that he's fine if I want to go to Scotland and find him a Scottish cousin. Husband, with a name like Off Kilter. I always thought that you were Scottish because you're off kilter. I think the word kilt just stuck in my head. But obviously, that's not what off kilter is all about. Silly me. Okay, I'm going to go for some light blues. This is a cool shadow. It's a cool shadow. BG10. I'll BG 000 to blueing it up a little. Not too much. I ain't cray. That'll do. And then the house. I think I'm gonna go for more blue. And so I've got more blue. A little blue combo happening. And that's B00 mixed with a little B000 for blenditude. Made up that word right there. Did you catch it? And a little 00 to blend that all out. And for the love heart, Lello. Nice bright Lello to make my sentiment pop. I have to have, Rihanna says, I have to have emergency surgery on the 14th of this month because it's already December in Australia. Happy December, happy Christmas. 14th, oh. I hope that doesn't mean that you're going to be laid up over Christmas. You poor thing. I hope all goes well for you, my dear. Let's die cut these little dudes. Oh, I forgot to put that in. The third thing I've dropped today. Oh dear. Thank you. We're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. Dana said, oh no, Elena says, if you like the TV series, then you should read the books. They are great. Good tip. I will check out the TV series first. And then if I like them, I'll read the books. Because I'm in the market for more books. I go through them too quickly. Well, I don't think they're too quickly. I go through them quickly, that's for sure. But it's because I like books. Books are great. Some may even say books are the best. Ask my 7-year-old child who has read 4 chapter books in the last week and a half. And where are you? Yes, so I definitely need more books. And I definitely need more books that have like a series of 7 books. That's what I need. Standalone books, as much as I will read them and probably enjoy them, they just, like, as soon as you started them, you finished them and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, I don't know why I pulled out this little machine when my piece of card is obviously too big for this. I'm actually going to put these through now. Were you humming Cool Rider from Grease 2? Bingo! Yes, you win another prize. You were on fire tonight. Yes, it was. You're cool. It's true. When I was like 8, I want to say 8. It was probably more like 11, but I'm going to say 8 because I think I can forgive myself more that way. Me and my best friend, Mandy, we had bikes. And we were also obsessed with Grease and Grease 2 because we were young. Probably more like 11. And on her bike, hers said like Coco or something. And my bike was called like Marley something. I want to say Marlboro, but I think that's the name of a cigarette thing, so I don't think it was that. And Marley, something like that. And we used to ride around town. Well, I say ride around town. We would ride to the park, which wasn't that far away. Also, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, so like I was lucky if I came home when I was hungry. Nobody cared back then. And then we would ride around on our bikes, and we were so cool. And we called ourselves the Cool Riders because we were riding on our bikes. Yeah. And her nickname was Coco, and mine was Marley or whatever it was, because that was on our bikes because we were the Cool Riders. Yeah. So cool. Elena said rats are lovely. Agreed. They are super lovely, especially the boy rats. They're the friendly ones. Well, they're not friendly. And those are the ones we love the best. All right, I'm gonna commit this to my page. Oh no, have I not put this in correctly? Remind me to test that off camera. I have to go for this one. Ian says, I stayed at a wonderful Airbnb when I was in Scotland last time. The flat owner was very handsome. Too bad he was already married to his husband. Well, you just have to come and visit again and try a different Airbnb. Hey! Right, so we've got a little housey. We've got a wheel. This kind of looks like a two-layer house, a two-layer cage. You know, they have the little steps going up. That works for me. Does that work for you guys? I think that works for me. Glue dots. Oh, Monsieur Glue Dot. Dana says, and I live in between Orlando and Tampa, and there's lots of places there to hang out. Yeah, Glasgow is also very popular. Lots of where I worked on the art shop in Glasgow. Actually, I should specify, because there was a shop called the Art Store. And I didn't work there. I worked at the competitor. I worked at Miller's Arts and Craft Shop. And like 3 or 4 of my colleagues were gay, and we would quite frequently go out to some clubs. Always hold a soft spot to whoops, the pubs around Glasgow. Stick this there. Lovely jubbly. This little guy. And in fact, the girl that worked with Craig back then, she was also gay, but she was an underwear model, and she was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That was always interesting, nights out with him. When we did rat experience shows, we encouraged people to hold the rat, says Elena. Yeah, but a lot of people, like, rats get such a bad, this is a weird conversation, because I'm going like from gay pubs to a lot of rats get a bad rep. Like, they're so sweet. And then it's like wolves. Wolves are known for the big bad wolf. And that's not what wolves are at all. Evil stereotypes by people who don't know anything about them. Rude. I just realized there's a blue house with a heart behind Lesley and her bubble. Yeah, there is. Did you see it? Let me show you. Peekaboo! I just got face paint all over it. It was one of the props we had for Creativation last year. I also have animals, but I don't know where they all are. Oh, I've got one here. Where did he go to? I think somewhere in my car. Hey guys, I brought a friend with me. Hey! Hey! How are you? I'm so excited to see you. There we go. Now I'm a cool crafter. Yay! Was that the inspiration for the mouse stamp set? No, I made the stamp set and then made those from the stamps. Kendrick says, at school with a group of, Margeline here, at school with a group of girls and guys, we watched Grease every chance we got. Us girls were the Black Angels and the guys were the Red Devils. Oh. Yeah, I still think I could sing pretty much all of the songs from Grease and Grease 2. Probably more from Grease 2 because I think that was more my era. Ian says, looks lovely, Lesley. Woo! I'm going to do a little bit of a trick here. I mean, it's not much of a trick, but it is a little bit of a trick. I'm going to, this is where I want it to be. I'm going to pick it up with this line along the top. Add a little bit of glue to the back of it. Boop, 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 boop. And then stick it down like this and hold it for a few seconds. Brenda says, just joined on. I saw that comment about the piece behind Lesley. I'm pretty sure she had that at Creativation last Jan. Yes, I did. 10 points for Gryffindor. Ian, bye Ian, it was nice chatting to you. Where's Ian off to? Bye Ian. Oh no, Dana's off. Bye Dana. Yay. I love books by Mary Stewart. Who's Mary Stewart? My brain totally read Martha Stewart, but it's Mary Stewart. Touch Not the Cat is a real must read. I'm going to write that down. Touch Not the Cat. Touch Not the Cat, which is pretty much the mantra my daughter lives by because she's severely allergic to cats, even though we love them. Mary Stewart. Snow has hooked me up with a couple of, I like fantasy books. So she has given me some suggestions for some. All right, so I'm coming in on top of my foam with my glossy accents. Oh, I keep meaning to use my crystal glaze. So the crystal glaze is the Tonic Studios version, I guess, of glossy accents, and I did use it on my Waffle Flower and Chibitronics card, but I used it off camera because it was only after I stopped the stream I was like, oh, I know what I should do. I should add a little blip blip on there, and it really makes it look like water. So it's really cool, the little water droplets coming out of the water can, if you remember. So yeah, and I keep forgetting. I think because this lives in my drawer as one of my most used crafty supplies. Oh, I'm going to add some yellow drops to this. So, do I do enamel accents, liquid pearls? Oh, I've got quite a few lallos happening over here. All right, so what have I got? I've got liquid pearls in a daffodil color. Pearly, I'm not sure if I want pearly. And then I've got enamel accents. I think this is too orangey for me, so I don't want that one. I do have a Nouveau in this, they call it banana something. What's it called? Banana split. And it is glow in the dark, and I do not think I have used these yet. So I think this is going to be the winner for today. Yeah, that works for me. It's a little on the neon side, and if you have hung around me for any length of time, you'll probably know I pretty much hate neon. But what do you expect with the glow in the dark thing, huh? I will go ahead and add some of the crystal dots as well, which I think will be a little bit, not crystal dots, jewel drops, which would be a little bit more muted, not muted, muted. Reese says, I think my internet's being silly, keeps cutting in and out. Boo to the internet that does that. Yells is here. Hi. Sorry I'm late. Addicted to I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Is it on a Friday night? Have I been ousted by celebrities? Oh, such great offense I take. I'm sure you probably get more entertainment with them, or at least more scandal. All right, so that's card number 2. Oh, I'm gonna mute you because I have a cough in my throat. Marceline says that she too can sing all the songs from Greece, and probably more Greece too as well. Nice. I hate it when my glossy accent clogs up. It's so annoying, says Ian. So I have a trick. I think I've shared it with you guys before, but let's share it again in case any of you guys weren't there. When I use my glossy accents, the problem is the glue gets stuck in the nozzle right here. Okay? So I don't really want to broadcast this because I know it's not very good, but what I do is I put my lips around here and I blow into it. It's kind of gross, to be fair. So I like do this and I blow into it, and what it does is it moves all of the liquid back down into the bottle, and then I do one big tap like that, and where all the liquid is glooped up here, it drops down. And some people use a little pin, but what I find is that you put the pin in and it pushes it down, and then you pull the pin up and it's like a syringe. It goes, oops, totally. Are you still on mute? No, okay, it's fine. So it pulls it back up again. So that's why I like glue. I don't put my lips on it. I don't want to taste the glue. That's not good. But I put my lips right here and I blow into it. So it's pretty gross, right? We're all friends here. Right, we've got 2 cards. Let's move along. It's not. Gotta run. My train ride is almost over. Next stop is on. Bye. Bye. The Merlin trilogy. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like I would like that. Right, 2 cards down. I'm going to move these out of the way before I put my finger in them. Standard Lesley trick. Now, one of the other things that one of my design team peoples did was they stamped, they cut out lots of different frames with these all stacked, and then they assembled it in like a twisted way. It's kind of hard to describe, like a twisted way. It was really, really cool. So I think I'm going to try and do that. I'm trying to remember whether she used pattern paper or plain paper or what, I'm not sure. Nice trick on the hay placement, says yes. Yael says, I also have Nouveau crystal drops that I've never used. It's on every night addiction set in, sorry. It's in every night addiction set. I should really come over and watch and sing Grease with you, and we could do a Yes, do it. I agree. Bring Kenrick. All right, so I'm going to layer these guys up so that I can cut them all at once. Bunnies! Ray, you always want bunnies. You are a bunny obsessed chick. Ooh, this is kind of cool if you kind of twist it like that. Maybe that's what she did. It was Denise that did it. I actually don't recall what she did. So like twist it a little. It's kind of funky. Oh, here comes Craig. What did I do wrong? Hey, Craig.
Hello.
What's up?
He's staying here crafting.
Mm-hmm.
You just change your batteries or?
No?
How's it going?
Good, 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 good. What's wrong? Get on. It's Craigie.
Hello.
What you doing?
Up Xbox.
What are you doing here?
Getting some batteries.
For your Xbox?
Yeah.
Those are my batteries. Thank you.
There you go.
Hey guys, we're back.
Hello.
Everyone says, hey Craig.
Hi. What you making?
I'm trying to make, do you remember Denise made a card that had like all the frames
Oh yeah.
staggered and it looked really cool.
That was good.
It's good, huh? It's good. Yeah, me too. I'm trying to
I give it
be inspired by it.
4.5 beans.
4.5 beans.
Yeah.
Craig has this rating system because he's a bit of a coffee snob, you see. Aren't you? Did you order more coffee?
No. Oh. You just have to get your coffee for me tomorrow.
So
That's Christmas shopping.
Christmas shopping. I love Christmas too. So thank you. Bye. He's a bit of a coffee snob, so he has this whole rating system. Like we would say, how's the coffee? And he would say 4 out of 5 or something, and it was stars to start off with, and then. Before long, he says, I'm going to open a coffee shop one day that is Craig's Coffee Consortium. And it's going to have, I'm going to have loads of coffee. There can be crafting. It can be Craig's Craft and Coffee Consortium. He said, eventually it started changing. Instead of like 4 out of 5 stars, it was beans. So like little coffee beans that you can just imagine the little graphic for the coffee beans. Guys, what color do we want? I want to make it like jaunty. We could just cut it white. Is that Boren's? We want bunnies. Well, some of us want bunnies. Rihanna, you know I'm talking to you, Riri. Should we go for like a pink? Like a pretty pink? Let's maybe go for like a patterned paper. Commit, that's what I say. Just make a decision and do it. Go for a little pattern paper. Pinkety pink pink. And maybe a blue as well, or a I don't want to move that because I may want to cut another one in a different color. and then like layer them in. So maybe, I was just about to say that, says yes. Maybe a light blue or a yellow. I'm not sure. You said you were about to say that. Was it the blue or the yellow? I'm gonna look through, see what I can find. This is kind of cute. You know, it's not what we originally thought. I think it would work. It's nice. It's like a pastel tone. And you know what? It's like perfect Easter bunny colors, isn't it, Rihanna? Light or minty green. There we go. Minty green. Ah, minty fresh. All right. Now, what are these? These are imperial, so let's grab some American size Duda. Pretend they're colors, the eggs. Love it, love it. All right. So if we alternate these, in theory, they should all slot together. So lovely jubbly. In fact, we might make a card like this on the side. And there's my there, look. Kind of cute. I like the fact that there's like a focal element, but it really gives some, like, the illusion of movement, doesn't it? I'm cheating once again, picking it up with my Heffy memo tape, and then I'm going to add adhesive to the back. I'll just grab my glue pen so that I can add a couple of little blobs in any areas that the tape didn't manage to cover. All right. Pretty. I like it. So I'm going to put these away because otherwise I will lose them. anyone working on anything? Says Gray. Yes, guys, we want to know. What are you guys working on? Any little craft projects? Have you guys all finished Christmas cards? Do you do Christmas cards? Have you moved on? That's what we want to know. For these ones, I'm just playing. Trying to get some like abstract shapes. Oops, around the place. Not really sure how it's going to turn out, but sure, we'll try. Experiment with some new things. What do you think? It looks very artsy all of a sudden. Isn't it funny how you just twist it a little bit and it gives a completely different like effect? And yes, says I love these wonky frames. Yeah. They're kind of cool. I like them. We could maybe raise this one up on a little foam, perhaps. I need a glue pen like yours, says yes, yes. I love this one. We just added some more to the shop. The Heffy Doodle shop. We got a delivery this week because we sold out over Black Friday. It's 2-in-1, so if you use it straight away, it's blue and it's permanent. But if you leave it to dry, then it becomes repositionable, which is really fun. What do you think? It's kind of weird, but I like it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot. Do you need, I think I want to put like a teacher thing or something on it. I don't know. Or a baby, like Hello Baby or something. What do you think? Any ideas? This one needs a bunny for Riri, so let me go grab a bunny. Going to bed now, says Marge. Bye, Marceline. Where is my bunnies? Here they are. Bunnies, bunnies, bunnies. Monsters Inc. door. Yes. Fun. Absolutely. Because at the start they have like the wonky frames. Yeah, don't they? Don't they? I'm pretty sure they do. I still haven't found my Hoppy and Hello. What are we gonna go for? Let's do this guy. Cute for baby card, yeah. Winter flowers, tea and coffee. There was a Elena says there was a musical episode of Buffy, and one of the songs was "It Must Be Bunnies," and I have never heard that. That sounds so much fun. Isn't it like really weird when that happens? I was watching something completely cheeseworthy. What was it? Teen Wolf. I was watching some Teen Wolf because guilty pleasures and all that stuff, and get your head out of the game and just relax. And you know, nonsense. And one of the episodes is just like a musical, and Teen Wolf can be really intense because there's like stuff happening and people dying and whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm going to sing a song today, and it's all really light, and you're like, huh? No, wait, what? Must be asleep. No, it was fun. I do enjoy a good musical, but it's funny. I have girl stamps, handbags, and lipstick sort of thing. Yeah, actually, I do have a little, you know, the Party Palooza stamp set. It's got like the handbag and stuff. Not a handbag, like a gift bag type of thing. Oh, I managed to break this. Well, that's rubbish. Oy, oy, oy. I think I want to do a little dino for the next one. For this one, maybe like a little boy dinosaur or a little girl dinosaur, to be fair. Let's give the bunnies a cake. Because bunnies deserve cake too, you know. And by cake, I mean snacks. All right, so we want to continue on with the softness theme. So our bunnies are going to have very little color. They're going to have some white colorless blender laid down first and foremost with a little W0, warm gray 0, coming in. And a little W1. And that's pretty much going to be it, apart from a rosy cheek. which I kind of want to match my pink. That looks good. Kenrick's going to bed as well. Gotta go to the city for Santa Claus, so yeah. Cute little bun. Hey, Vaye. Hey. Carrot cake. Yes, they deserve carrot cake. Night, Kenrick. So we've got one little bun over here. And for the other little bun, we are going to have we're gonna go more brown maybe, but like super light. So E00, just for a different type of color, different tone. And a white belly, of course. And I forget which color I used. So I'm gonna go for this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add I've committed some green frosting, but it's a bit too green. This is more yellowy. So maybe the YG. There we go. I yellow it up with a little Y00. If you don't have the right color, mix them. Make it up. We're all friends here. And I'm going to be a little controversial and add a third color to the bottom, which is a blue, before coming in and doing some pink on my cake. Now, it's not a very pink, it's more, in fact, it's a pinkish white, according to that. According to the name of it. And blend it out. My colorless blender. I think it looks smashing. I think it looks really sweet, really really light and yeah, like pastel colors. Should we cut them out? I think I'm gonna have to do 2 passes because I did stamp this guy, this cake, a little close to my bunny. Tell me about putting on colorless blender and then color. Would love to learn. So, colorless blender is to alcohol marker what water is to watercolor. So what I mean by that is if you're using watercolors and you put down some water first of all. When you come in with the paint, the watercolor paint, it will go, it'll travel along the water because the water sucks up the paint. It's made to work like that. So for the alcohol markers, if you put down colorless blender and then bring in the color, it will the color will blend into the colorless blender. And it's the same way if you put down a light blue and then a dark blue, the blue will blend into the lighter blue and have an easier, like more ombre effect. Now there's loads of different ways that people can use alcohol markers. Some like to come in, some like to use three tones, a light tone, a mid-tone, and a dark tone. And then what they do is they start light, and then they come in with their mid-tone, and then they're dark in the dark tone, and then they come in again with the mid-tone, and then they go over the whole thing with a light tone. That works. Some people, and I'm probably this way, like some people would come in with like a dark tone, do the light tone to blend it out, and a mid-tone to blend it out, and then a light tone to blend that out, and call it done. You'll get more of a seamless blend if you go light to dark, light to medium to dark to medium to light, because you are just going over that blend back and forth. Find what works for you. I am too impatient for the light to mid to dark. It takes time. You're doing light to mid to dark to light to mid to dark. You're doing six goes, 6 marker turns, and very often what you need to do is you need to work on little sections, because for example, I couldn't do light here all the way down, because by the time I go to do my mid-tone, this bit up here is dry. So very often you have to kind of work in small sections. I do enjoy that sometimes, but very often, mostly because I'm very often crafting on a live stream, it's just too much time whenever you guys are watching. I don't think it would be that interesting, and it takes concentration, so I wouldn't be my normal chatty self, I don't think, if I was concentrating on it. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of a guideline. So I don't know if you noticed, but this little bun has a cut line right along his paw. How cute is that? I'm a little bun, I'm so cute. You can tuck things into his little paw. He's so cute. Cute like Casper. Hey, Casper. Cute little bun. All right, so we have got a cake, a bun, and another bun, just like that. And we're gonna just stick these guys on here. Stick them on. Oh no. What have I got in here? This'll do. Donna says, I will not fall asleep. I will not fall asleep. Are you tired as well? I'm doing really well. It is 20 past 11. I am doing super well, you guys. I do need to remember to wash this Piper's candy cane off my face. Everyone who has joined late, have you gone, what is on her face? It's Piper's rendition of a candy cane. because we were at her school fair, her school Christmas fair, even though I keep saying summer fair for some silly reason. There you go. And it says, thanks, great teacher, and I love your chatty self. Yay. Well, then I shall stick to my cheaters quick coloring. You see, the thing is, I think it still looks cute. I don't think there's anything, like, I don't feel like my coloring is lacking because it's quicker. But then some of the stuff that people make are works of art. Like, they are so magnificent that you look at it and you go, that's marker pen, what? I don't have the patience for it. I don't think. I think once upon a time I would have had the patience for it. Those days are gone. I'm going to actually stick this little guy down flat on my page. There we go. And then this is ready to go here. I love it. So cute. So different. I think we definitely need some more of those jewel drops. But what about a sentiment? What shall we have? We could use the, like, you're so cute or something. Because, let's face it, they are cute, aren't they? And what else have we got? We could use a holiday sentiment duo. No, not holiday, an everyday sentiment duo. Or we could add a what she's saying. Congrats to you, cheers to you. Although I think that would cover up the cake. Unless we stamped it on the cake. What? Cheers to you. Congrats. Still thinking. Thinking. Thank you. Would the thank you fit in there? Or we could put like the sentiment up here or down here. I kind of like the thank you or thanks. From our Teach Me Words. I think we're going to go for thank you. I would do happy birthday, but I've lost my happy and I've lost my hello. I mean, I just need to go and pull another one off the shelf, but I just never remember to do that. So we're going to go with thank you. And I'm going to attempt to stamp it right in the middle of my cake. There we go. Thank you. We'll get some enamel, not enamel, jewel doodads on there. I'm going to grab blue. and green and a light pink. We definitely need blue to bring in some more of those blue tones. And a little green. It's a really, the green is a really close color to what we've got here. So that's nice. And then a little pink or two. I'm gonna call that done. No, I'm not. I'm gonna cover my cake in green frosting. Because I think that's what we would want. It's carrot cake with grass frosting, or icing as we would call it here on this side of the globe. Oh, this is exciting. And just like they do when they're icing cookies, I'm going to take a little pin and push my frosting to the edges and make it all nice and even and get rid of any little air bubbles that are in there. At least that's what they do in all the Instagram videos that Piper loves to binge watch. I'm gonna cough while I mute you. I mute you while I cough. Ta-da! Okay. Every time. I think it's really cute. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to move it to the side because otherwise we all know Lesley's finger will land in there. So let's finish off this one, and then, do you know, guys, I might call it a night after this because I am pretty tired with all the dropping of the things and the faces that were painted today. So I definitely think we want to do something with baby or something with like a teacher or something. Maybe the word teacher? And even the teach me words, did I put them away? The teach me words has got like nursery. Does it have nursery school? Oh yes, I'm taking this out because I said I was going to put a dino on it. Did I put it away? Oh dear. There it is. So I've got the word nursery. Nursery teacher. I wish I hadn't stuck this down because I'm not sure how well it will stamp upon. But alas, isn't that the reason we have Misties? Yes, it is. T-Rex or the beak one? The beak one, you like the beak one? It's a Triceratops, I do believe. Do we do teacher or do we do like baby and a dino? What do you reckon? We've got babysitter as well. You're the best babysitter a kid could ask for. If we did that, we could maybe have our T-Rex. What do you think, you guys? Tell me. Bieber, Marsline, you're supposed to be sleeping. You're supposed to be in bed. Are you watching on the iPad? Grace says, teacher, but I am biased. Are you a teacher by any chance? I've got a big rosy cheek now. Maybe dress the dino in a teacher's outfit or glasses. Cute. I do like the teacher, I love the shape of the teacher word. Put this away. I'm in bed watching on my phone. Busted. All right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have a little green dino. And we're gonna have teacher. And we're going to have to the most awesome or to a fabulous, I'm not sure yet, to a fabulous teacher or the most awesome teacher. All right. Move aside, people. We're going to cut out some teachers. I mean, teacher die cuts, obviously. Ha ha ha. You guys are in bed watching on your phone. I want to go to bed, although to be fair, for Margeline at least, she's in the Netherlands, so she's an hour ahead, so we forgive that one. Elena's in the UK. Yeah, I'll give that to you. Seriously. I'm so sorry, you guys. Next week, we're going to, at the start, have a quiz of how many things do you think Lesley will drop, and then the winner will win a prize from me. Seriously, can you believe that I've dropped so many things tonight? I honestly don't even remember how many I've dropped. A lot, that's how many. I need to put like a warning at the start of this video saying, warning, I drop a lot of stuff during this video. What a silly sausage. That was almost another thing. Oh, I'm too tired. Grace says, it's early here, 6:33. I'm guessing Australia. Also, what are you doing awake at 6:30? I am not an early bird. I am a late owl, which is why you get me at this time of the day. But no, I couldn't do that. I know. So we're going to have teacher. I have that on here just once. And we're going to have a cute little dino. And we're going to have to the most awesome teacher a kid could ask for. How's that? Cute? Yeah. All right, so we need some flat card. To the most awesome teacher a kid could ask for. I'm not even going to bother to line them up correctly or line them up straight because I'm going to be cutting them out into strips anyway. Now, I have this ink pad. I'm not sure what it's going to be like. Let's test it out. I have a funny feeling I'm going to need to like stamp it about 10 times because from memory, it's a really light stamp. I mean, I really like ink. But I kind of like the fact that it's really light because then you can build up the color. And this is an ink pad from Hobbycraft, which is just like a big craft store thing that has cheap and cheerful. It is not expensive. I think it was £1 for this. It's a pigment ink. It's the kind of stuff that people who are starting out will pick up, or the kids will use. But in fact, it works pretty well. And there's a couple of colors in it, especially the pigment colors that I don't actually have those colors, so I'm happy with that. Use cheap and cheerful. To the most awesome. Beautiful. And we're going to stamp this little guy or gal. I always think it looks more like a girl, but then I think or wonder, is that because in Land Before Time, is that what it's called, Land Before Time? The time that land forgot, no. The land that time forgot, jeez. There is a little Triceratops girl. I don't remember her name, but she was cute. Do you remember her name? I remember the little guy was called Littlefoot. Wasn't he called Littlefoot? So cute. Elena says, I am old, so I get to go to bed. No, you are retired, so you get to have guilt-free, unlimited guilt-free naps. All right, so we're going to do some more of this ink blending, and I'm going to go in with my colorless blender first of all, which if you look kind of close, it looks like it's painting a gray color, but it's not. It's just saturating my paper. And then what it does is you can kind of see it moving up a little The flick technique also is good for getting that kind of movement. The problem can be if you saturate it, it can make your, oh, like this, too much saturation. Can you see? It's like my ink is bleeding. I'm gonna have to stamp him again, her again. I'm calling this dino Beaky. Beaky. All right, all right. Try it again, but I'll leave my ink to dry a little bit before I start colouring it in. What I'll do actually is I'll take these and cut them with my strips of bees. Whoop. To the most awesome. Hey, Panielle. Sorry I'm late, just in from my work's Christmas party. Left all the youngsters still dancing on the dance floor while I came home to bed. Came home to bed and Lesley. Ah, thanks. What have you missed? Right, well you missed me dropping, I'm gonna say like 8 things because I'm being a bit of an idiot tonight. I'm tired, I'm just getting over like a real bad flu. And I was at Piper's school Christmas fair tonight. So Piper had drawn a candy cane here and a Santa hat here. So if you watch back, you'll get to see her wonderful works of art. I was doing the face painting, which is why she had access to that stuff. And I am making tonight, not only am I making a mess because I'm dropping everything, but I am making some cards focusing on the stitched rectangle dies by Heffy Doodle. And we have got 2, ooh, hello. There we go. We've got 2 types of rectangle dies. Imperial dies, imperial stitch rectangles and metric stitch rectangles, and I've been making some cards which you'll get to see pretty soon because I'm just finishing off the last one before I go to bed myself. And it's for an upcoming magazine. So now with these strips of E's, perfectly normal, but you'll get sometimes, depending on the paper that you use, like a little ridge where the dye, the thickness of the dye sort of crimps the paper a little bit. Just use a bone folder and scrape it out. And it will be all good in the hood. So we've got to the most awesome, you can't even see it, to the most awesome teacher. To the most awesome, it's going to say teacher a kid could ask for. And that's from the Teach Me Words set. And that's because this is the card that we're going to make. And because I've used some pattern paper with these numbers on it, I thought that it would be fun to make a card for a teacher. So let's stack up a couple of these teacher die cuts using my trusty glue pen. Rihanna says, how I wish I could have afforded the strips of ease from my order. They are so handy. I mean, it does exactly like it says on the tin. It makes making sentiment strips easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I think I've told you this before. I remember whenever I was making them, Craig was like, but will people really buy them? Like, surely they just use a guillotine or scissors or something. And I was like, you do not know how many times I have tried to create a sentiment strip and binned it because it was slightly off. All right, so we've got teacher. I'm going to, I was going to put some pink on it, but pow, that pops, doesn't it? I like it. My colours is a little on the green side and not on the pale side, but you know, it'll do. To the most awesome. Big shout out to the teachers all over the world, because even the teachers tonight at the craft fair, after a hard week at work, I'm sure the last thing most teachers want to do is clock in extra hours for things like the Christmas fair. But we always have a good number of teachers that help with the PTA in with occasions like this. So big shout out to teachers out there. Holla! We're getting there. I'm going to be in bed soon. Before midnight? Probably not. Oh, you cheeky thing. Quit moving. Should have used tape. Ironic thing is, by the time I've got all that on there, you can hardly see the ABCs on there. ABC. I actually don't like that song, so I don't know why I'm singing it. It's just not quite the right colour. This one probably is, but it's too dead. Until I top it up. That one's too blue. This one. A little bit of Lalo, Y00. 00. G00. With a little BG10. And more so of the colorless blender. Not too much, because I don't want it to bleed again. And I'm wondering maybe if I have grabbed a piece of paper which is not alcohol marker friendly, because it normally wouldn't react in such a way. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the top of my beaky, named by Riri, with some dots just to bring a little bit of extra colour in there to him. Go put the records on. Did I find a colour of pink that really made me think that this was close to the colours that I have? Don't know why I'm doing that when I've got a hex chart sitting over here. R22 actually looks quite close. But where, oh where, oh where does R22 live? Light prawn. Maybe a little pink. Blend it out. It'll have to do. Because I am one sleepy girl. I've not even snipped apart these guys yet. Lesley. Lots of us teachers being awesome on the dance floor tonight. Yeah! Woohoo! That's good to hear. I do enjoy a good dance floor experience. I think life should have more dancing, don't you? But are you guys, are you the person that like sits at the side like, no, I'm fine. And then is like, I'm not doing that, no, I'm not doing that. Because there's the people that go, I'm not doing that, no. And then they get a little drink in them and they're like, okay. And secretly, I think they are just waiting for someone to go, come on. And then you're the person that does the come on, and you're either that person like, music's on, yeah, come on, everybody. Craig is going to wind me up about this. And then you've got people who are like, I do not dance. And not only will they sit and not dance as they have proclaimed, but they will also be like, I'd never do that. No. And they're like silently, sometimes not so silently, like judging everything that's going on there. No, I cut a rug. That seems like a saying that I do not know, but cut a rug, does that mean that, I don't know that saying. I cut a rug, does that mean that you are on the dance floor? That's a funny saying, I've never heard that before. I cut a rug. I'm sure you can guess which one I am. Can you guess which one I am? Thank you for sharing your support of teachers. It is appreciated. I think we all have a teacher. In fact, we're like, yeah, I remember this teacher. I think we all have a teacher that goes, I remember this teacher. And then everyone has one. There was this teacher and they were magnificent. They were fabulous. They made me feel safe. They made me feel loved. They made me feel so secure that I could do anything, that I could try. I had one of those teachers. Her name was Mrs. McGuire. She was my maths teacher. And I remember because I did mathematics at in like year 1, 2, and 3, and then for GCSE I decided to do additional maths, but I had not taken the top level maths class in year 1, 2, and 3. So whenever I went into year 4, I had Mr. Johnston, whom everybody called Mr. Burns because he looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. True story. And when I remember the first day we were in there, and he was like, right, everybody, we're going to do cos, sine, blah, 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 blah. And I had never done any of those things in my class because I was not in the, like, additional maths class. And I was like, what do these words even mean? Like, he's literally talking Greek or something, I don't know. And I hated it. I was like, I don't know anything. And he would not slow down for me. And so at the end of that year, we did a practice, like a mock exam. And I remember coming home from the exam. I guess it was an exam, the exam for that year. I remember coming home from the exam, and Mum knew I was dreading it. And I come home and I cried, and I was like, I've just failed it, like I didn't understand it, blah, 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 blah. And when my results came in, I got an E, which is a pass at that level. And I got like A, and then in my maths I got an E. And I ran to my mum and I was like, Mommy, I passed maths. And she was like, you really? I was like, I can't believe it. And so we celebrated. Like, I didn't care about the A's and the other subjects. I was like absolutely convinced that I had failed maths. And I remember she went to like the parents' evening, and I love my mum. I went to the parents' evening, and Mr. Johnson got her in and was like, Lesley, well, it's not good, I'm afraid, or something like that. And my mum was like, excuse me, Mr. Johnson, let me tell you something. And she went through him. And is that an Irish saying? I think it might be an Irish saying. She just went absolutely nuts at him and told him about the fact that I was more excited about passing maths than I was about all my A's and whatever else. And that I had not been given the support, that he didn't acknowledge the fact that I hadn't done the base level that everyone else had done. And I didn't have him again. And the next year, I had Mrs. McGuire. And Mrs. McGuire is like the loveliest teacher you could even ever imagine. And she would come and like sit, and she would go through the work, and she would always come up to me and be like, make sure that I understood it. She actually, during break time, would sit with me and do like make sure that I was fine, or do like additional bits during the break time. And not only did I come out of GCSE with an A, I came out at A level with a high grade as well. So, yay for Mrs. McGuire! Woo! Happy days. Yay! And yeah, I absolutely love that woman. Fantastic teacher. So be a Mrs. McGuire. That's what I say. Big up to all the teachers out there who take the time and look after those that maybe need a little bit extra help to start off with. Riri's saying that her internet is driving her nuts. She'll have to catch up. We're on the home straight, Riri. Don't worry. We're nearly done. Good night, my dear. All right. I think this has turned out super cute. It's a little bit different with the background that way to what I would normally do. But I think it's super sweet. Don't you? I'll bring all the cards over carefully, might I add, so that I don't come on, just get my pen going. I'll bring them over carefully so that I don't put my finger in my, I was going to say glossy accents, and what else did I do? Nouveau drops, isn't it? Just add a little bit. Of white gel pen to this little guy or gal. And then we done. Says that's a great way to use the stitch rectangle die. I love the pink and green colors too, not ones I would have chosen together. I know, I'm being a bit different tonight with my color choices. So there's two cards because I cut pink and then cut green, so I used the alternating on the cards. So let me show you what we've got so far. Here's the other pink and green one that I use, so very similar colored tones. This one's got a little bun in it, and I had my Nouveau Jewel drops for the icing or the frosting on the cake. I also used the Jewel drops for this little guy. Hey! Pink. Think pink. And I used some rectangles to cut out the panel at the top and at the bottom. And then I used my rectangles to cut a frame here for this card with the the Celebrate. I keep calling it Turtley Awesome. The Celebrate stamp set, and it is a little shaker with some fun in there. And I blended the background and used the Bubble Wave stencil back here to do that like ghosting technique with some perfect pearls with water. No! Just taking the top off my pink guy. You know what? I think we can manage it. I think we can stick it back together. We're good. What's that 10th thing I've dropped, Mary? I'm a danger tonight, danger to myself. Connie says, very cute cards. Hey Connie, lovely to hear from you. I'm gonna go and drop myself into my bed. Thank you guys for joining me through all of the drama and the droppages. And I'll try really hard not to drop anything next week, but it turns out I think I'm just naturally a klutz, to be honest. What else is happening this week? So tomorrow we've got my Chibitronics card to share over on my Hungry Heffy Crafts blog, and I'm also working on a video for Stamp Nation. Are you familiar with Stamp Nation? which is catherinepooler.com. I think that's what it is, Catherine Poolers. So I've got some of her new inks, and I'm going to be making a video with some techniques and things to show you guys how to make some fun cards. And that's over at Stamp Nation. So that's coming up too. Also working on some magazine deadlines, hence why I had this project. I didn't actually get around to doing the Valentines ones. So maybe I'll do that next week if it's still within my deadline. Let me see. Oh, no Come Craft With Me next Friday. I'm at Harry Potter Studios. So maybe what we'll do is move it to one of the days in the middle of the week. Why don't you guys ring the bells, ding-a-ling-a-ling, go subscribe to Hungry Heffy on YouTube and ring the bell to turn on notifications. And then that means that next week, when I decide what day I'm going to do a live, you'll get the notifications that way. Harry Potter Studios. Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to bed now. Night night, friends. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Bedtime. And please, please make it not rain all day tomorrow while I'm out selling cakes. I might just end up eating them all. Night, everybody. Good night. Thanks for joining me. Bye.